My name's Juliana, and where do I begin? My husband Craig and I decided to move our lives and our son to the island of Sardinia in Italy, my father's homeland. Join us on our new journey as I share my culture, heritage and passion for all things Simply Sardinian. So we've just arrived back in the UK for a few days and it's Friday night, it's pouring rain and we've just ordered our fish and chips and now Craig has spotted something very British, which is the Cockles van or seafood truck.
I've done the test run.
God, it's just so wet.
Little prawns. Yeah.
You've already introduced that?
Yeah.
Not big, you bastard.
Bad, no. Bad. Bang. What? Fucking me and her cousin went down it. Like these fucking big as me but taller. Got one on the spot. Fucking right down. The back was on the front. The back was at the front.
Thank God.
What? It's a horrible bit weather.
What is it?
It's
I don't even know what they are.
they're like bungalow, but British style. So good.
What's it got on it? Vinegar.
Vinegar, pepper. Oh me.
Right, let me try. Alright. Don't know if I would buy them, but yeah, they're alright. So as you can probably guess, we are in lovely, rainy, drizzly England. We have come over just for a quick few days just to visit Nanny and Grandad and spend some time with them, which is always lovely. We have decided to get out and about, well, try to, because it is really drizzly and cold. Craig's going to take me to one of the little villages next to his place, which is called Saffron, Walden, and I believe they're quite famous for obviously saffron, given their name. And yeah, we're just going to try and get out the house for a couple hours. I don't know how successful we're going to be because it is really miserable, but I've got my hat, got my new fleece, and we're all rugged up, so yeah. have had a little walk around the markets, which is lovely because this is a market town, and we looked it up. I think the first markets here were like in 1245, which is sort of crazy to imagine that there's still markets going on. So I've bought some fresh strawberries for Nanny and Grandad, some beautiful sunflowers for his aunt to take tomorrow, and yeah, just some other bits and pieces. So we are going to find a little pub, which I'm sure there's a few. I'm going to grab a bite to eat because the rain's back on again, and with this I just feel like I'm a huge sponge soaking up the water. So yeah, I think it's time to find a cozy pub, a nice open fire, and yeah, have a bite to eat.
You could treat me right. Way oh, way oh, oh. Boy, take a chance, will you let me ride? Way oh, way oh, oh. I could be the best thing in your life. Way oh, way oh, oh. You got me singing. Way oh, way oh, oh. You look like a guy, you could treat me right. Way oh, way oh.
You're probably wondering what we are doing in the UK, and yeah, we just decided to come over for a couple of days. We've obviously still got family here, and being so close, we were able just to meet up here. Craig came in from Germany, I flew in from Sardinia, and we've had a lovely few days with his family and Nanny and Grandad. It has been super wet here, like the weather has just been crazy, but I think it's been like that all over Europe. Italy hasn't really been much better, and yeah, we've been very limited here, the same as what we were in Sardinia, trying to get out and about and do things. But I will say one thing about the Brits is the weather doesn't really hold you back. In Italy, everyone seems to sort of hibernate and stay at home next to the fire, and yeah, just not really get out and about as much. Whereas I suppose here, you know, British weather is never ever guaranteed. So you just rug up and get on with it, and yeah, just don't let the weather hold you back. So that's been funny to see the contrast between there and over here. When we got in on Friday night, it was just like torrential rain. However, we always grab fish and chips when we're here from the local fish and chip shop up the road, which is always delicious. And there is a new seafood van right next door, and Craig went over and got some cockles and yeah, other bits and pieces which I don't really remember ever eating growing up in Scotland, so it must definitely be an English thing. He told me it was like vongole. It's not like the vongole that I'm used to eating anyway in Sardinia. I think if I did take them back and let anyone try them over there, they would be like, oh my god, that is gross. But anyway, I tried them. They weren't awful, but I don't think I'd be rushing out to go and buy and try them again. So anyway, we are leaving this evening, and yeah, I'm going to start doing a little bit of packing and be back in Sardinia tonight. So I always do pick up some bits when I'm over here. Last time we brought loads of food back, and it's mostly all the condiments and things that we just can't get in Italy. that we do tend to bring back. I haven't brought any of them back this time because I brought so much back in December. But what I did pick up at the markets on Saturday was some like local made marmalade, which is yum. I love the marmalade, and some blackcurrant jam. So it's funny because I don't really see blackcurrants in Italy, even when it's like berry season. So yeah, this is going to be yum. I'm going to enjoy this. If anyone has been watching my videos of me trying to grow flowers and plants in Sardinia, you will have realised by now that I'm not particularly green thumb, and it's not without the want of trying. Believe me, I have spent so much time, so much money, so much research, and nothing that I seem to plant lasts. And yeah, it's becoming a bit of a running joke in the family. So Craig's granddad has bought me some seeds, and yeah, he told me that these are pretty hard to kill. All I need to do is just plant them, water them, put them in some good soil, and just leave them, and yeah, I shouldn't go wrong with these. So who knows, I might be successful with these. So this is going to be my little project when the weather dries up over there, is getting the courtyards, and I've got 5 courtyards to fill with pots and colour now with the different houses. So I'm going to give this a go. I also went into a shop called Next over here, and I got Luca a new t-shirt, which hopefully he will like. I'm looking at it now and I'm thinking it's probably a little bit too big, but hey ho. And what else did I get? I got some, I do love smelly bits about the house, so I've got lots of diffusers, so I'm just going to top up the diffuser bottles that I've got, and I've got some new reeds, and can't remember what this is. Oh, so I've got a little spoon rest for when I'm cooking. I can just pop this down in the kitchen. So that's it, a little bit boring, nothing really exciting. We normally always have to bring back an extra suitcase, but I don't think it's going to be the case this time. And yeah, that's us. So it's time to get packed, although we don't have a lot to pack up because we haven't been here for very long. Have a nice meal tonight with Craig's nanny and granddad, and then get off to the airport and back to Sardinia. And this is Grandad Eddie and Nanny Betty washing little Bobby the dog. He's been out for his walk, so now he's getting his bath. Aren't you, Bob?
Just getting the legs done anyway. Just getting the legs done. Soon is.
So he
get all the grit out of his, get the grit out of his paws as well. The little tiny bits of grit.
Yeah.
That comes out of his paws.
So he gets a pedicure every time he comes back from a walk.
Well, must be uncomfortable for him.
As best as he can.
Well, I'll be next. Tell me when you're done and I'll come in next. So when you see all the flowers, it certainly feels like spring is in the air, and Grandad's daffodils and crocus are about to bloom. He does have a beautiful garden when all of it is in full bloom, but I thought I would show you the forest, which is, or the start of the forest, which is just across the road, and we tend to sit here in the front room of a morning, have our coffee, and if we are very lucky we get to see all the little grey squirrels running up and down the trees. Little robins are perched here, and the deer, so many deer that come over. I did spot one before and I thought I would come out and try and let you see it, but he's obviously been spooked and ran away. So I thought I would just hop on and thank everyone again for tuning into us this week. It is a little bit different. We're not in Sardinia, we're in England, so I thought I would just mix it up a little bit this week and yeah, just give you a glimpse of the gloomy English weather in February. Thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in every week. If you're newly subscribed, thank you. And yeah, we will see you all again next week.